Thank you for joining the Gulf Minute Synagogue Mussar Minute. We are now in Shir number 6 on the Sefer Mesilas Yesharim, and today we're going to finish up the Ramchal's introduction to his Sefer, which is so powerful, so moving, discussing the importance and the necessity of studying the fundamentals of Torah and avodas Hashem and serving of Hashem, love of Hashem, fear of Hashem, a complete heart. All of these require tremendous study. And here, towards the end, Ramchal turns to a statement of Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair. And this statement, Ramchal understands, is actually a restating of the words of Moshe Rabbeinu. The words of Moshe Rabbeinu that Ramchal brought to us previously in the Hakdama, the words of Moshe Rabbeinu in Parshas Ekev. What does Hashem ask of you? And he asks you 5 things, the way Ramchal breaks it down. He asks us to fear Hashem, to follow in His ways, to love Hashem, to have a complete heart, and to guard all of His commandments. Writes Ramchal, we find in our sages, in our Chazal, that they have the same catch-all of Moshe Rabbeinu in a more specific breakdown. But here's also a very important detail. And it's also ordered step by step by the necessary steps in order to acquire it properly. This is the Braisa, Mishnaic work, which appears in different places in the Talmud. One of them is in Perik Lifnei Eideyim and Avodah Zarah, Daf Chaf Amid Beis, 20b. This is what they say. This is what Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair said. Torah mevil lidei zehirus. First step is Torah. That will bring you to zehirus, to a certain degree of caution and care. Zehirus mevil lidei zrizos. That caution will bring you to the next step, which is zrizos, alacrity, zeal. Zrizos mevil lidei nikius. That alacrity, that zeal, that intensity will bring you to cleanliness. Nikius mevil lidei precious. That cleanliness, that nikius will bring you to precious, from separating from what we should not be part of. Precious mevili de tahara. That separating will bring one to tahara, to purity. Tahara mevili de chasidus. Purity brings one to chasidus, to piety. Chasidus mevili de anava. Piety brings one to anava, to humility. Anava mevili de yiras chet. Humility brings one to fear of sin. Yiras chet mevili de kedusha. Fear of sin brings one to sanctity, to holiness. Kedusha mevili de ruach hakodesh. That holiness, that sanctity brings one to ruach hakodesh, to divine inspiration. Ruach hakodesh mevili de tchias hamesim. That ruach hakodesh, that divine inspiration, can lead a person to a level of tchias hamesim, resurrecting the dead. Says Ramchal, v'ine al pi habraisa hazois hiskamti l'chaber chiburiza. Based on this Gemara, this Braisa of Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair, that is what my whole book is based on. And you'll see, as we continue Mesilas Yesharim, each chapter is a breakdown of each of these step by steps. L'lamed, la'atzmi. Why did I do this, says Ramchal? To teach myself. U'lahaskir la'cheirim. To remind others. To know ha'avodah hashleim ha'lamadragosehem. The requirements, the conditions for a complete service of Hashem with all of their levels. For each one, I'll explain its different concepts, its different parts, its different details. What will help you acquire it? What is going to get in your way? How to guard yourself from those obstacles that you will encounter. In order that I can read this, and anyone that will get benefit from it. In order that we can learn Hashem, to fear Hashem Elokeinu, and never forget our obligations to Hashem. It's fascinating. He's telling us, he's writing this book for himself. Ramchal, the author, he knows what he wrote. He's writing it so he can pick it up later and read it. Remind himself. To remind ourselves of those things that our physical nature will cause us to forget. Hakriya v'ayistaklos yala l'zuchonenu v'yirenu el mitzuvah elenu. the reading and the examining, the looking at these things again and again, they will remind us and arouse us to that which we are obligated to do. Hashem should be at our side. He should guard our feet from stumbling. And it should be fulfilled, the requests of the singer, the beloved to Hashem. Show me your way, O God. In your truth, may my heart be united in the fear of your name. Amen. Ken Yirason. Amen. So should be Hashem's will. Hashem should help us to grow together through this Sefer of Mesilas Yesharim, to get a deep and meaningful understanding of all these different components, and to come closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, be'emes, in truth, in the way that He meant, through analyzing and understanding deeply what He expects and desires from us.